Ladies and gentlemen, as we are on the precipice of Christmas, we have one hell of an episode of Mayhem for you guys as we are getting in to our chamber qualifiers for our up-and-coming pay-per-view, No Way Out. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be damn good as the ladies take the ring tonight. Bayley goes one-on-one with Asuka in qualifying action, and Damage Control plays double duty because Iyo Sky goes one-on-one with Bianca Belair. And ladies and gentlemen, inside your main event, it's going to be big, no, it's going to be meaty, it's going to be hard-hitting. It's going to be Samoa Joe, Kevin Owens, one-on-one. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back out here in the arena, and oh man, ladies and gentlemen, this was talked about all night long, and now the entire WWE universe is gonna see them. Ladies and gentlemen, starting us off here tonight is FTR. They said that they wanted to start us off after they had one hell of a victory a couple of weeks ago here in Universe Mode at the Raw Anniversary Show, when they not only beat the Usos, but dethroned the Usos for the first time in WWE Champion history. The Usos have, they've been knocked off, and the Usos were our longest reigning champions here in Universe Mode, winning the championships back at Season 1 WrestleMania in March, and they held the championships all year. They did what they had to do, but in the end, FTR was too strong, and now FTR has a new era ahead of them as they take on the Shield. It's going to be damn good, ladies and gentlemen. You said the name's FTR for weeks. You said the name FTR for months. And for months, no weeks, we have been listening, we have been standing by, and we alone have been listening to each and every single one of you. And the reason for that is we love you. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if it was not for the ladies and gentlemen, for the boys and girls, for all of the individuals sitting at home, we would not be tag team champions. It was the support from you guys. It was the support from every single man and woman in that locker room who knew that those World Tag Team Championships were being held hostage by the Bloodline, and they knew that we were those faces of change, and those faces of change we shall be as we are going to take tag team wrestling to an entire different level. Ladies and gentlemen, what we have in store for you going in to Season 3 of Universe Mode, going in to WrestleMania, is going to be something that you have not seen quite yet. Listen, you thought tag team wrestling peaked back at the Starrcade Tag Team Tournament, then you have not properly watched tag team wrestling. You are looking at its peak, and it is FTR. Now listen, boys, I know you're in the back. We got the cards before we came out here, and they said simply, the Shield is here. Make sure you say something about them. That's what management wants. That's what it takes, right, Dax? Being tag team champions, we now have to give them some build. We have to give them some story. Well, let me give you some story on FTR. We don't do story. We don't do flips, just fists. We do straight up professional wrestling, and we do a damn good job at it. So listen here. Moxley, Bryan, if you are in the back, we're not going to sit here and hit you with a couple of words. You come out and hit us with a couple of... No. Well, I want to say what I want to say to you to your face. So when you look at us in our eyes tonight, you understand that this is the final time that you are going to get any type of fair warning. Because going into No Way Out, when we put our championships on the line, we are going to have to tear the Shield apart. We are going to have to do every single thing that we did to keep this titles times 10. And I don't think that the Shield's ready for that. But again, there's no point in saying words to the two men that we're going to face in 2 weeks. So let's just get it out of the way. Bryan, Moxley, where you at? Oh man. Okay, well this took absolutely no time as Bryan and Moxley are gearing up to get inside the ring. Oh, this is gonna be good. Let's get something real straight, real fast. Alright, now me and Bryan, we step inside the ring. We know what kind of wrestlers you guys are. You guys are the kind of wrestlers who make a lot of threats. The kind of wrestlers who will come here and say they're all about that real professional wrestling, but when it comes down to it, you choke in the end. Now, see, me and Bryan, we don't have a lot of those. We don't have a lot of moments where we choke. See, I'm Mr. Money in the Bank, and the man standing next to me, the man that's going to be my tag partner, see, he's not just a Shield brother, no. This is one of the greatest goddamn wrestlers of our generation, the man who had match of a night Monday night, match of the night, last Friday. This man has been carrying this company on his goddamn back, and I think that instead of retaliation, instead of bickering and moaning, you guys should be on your knees, thanking us for keeping the tag team division where it was at. You sat here, signed new contracts for the tag team titles, and said, hey, we're just gonna wait. We're gonna wait a week before the pay-per-view, and that's gonna be us. That's gonna be our title match. See, no. See, what do we do over here? What me and Brian do? We give the audience a bit of story. We give them a bit of story before we step inside the ring with you. So here's the story I'm gonna paint out for you. See, January 7th, the four of us are gonna enter the ring. We are going to go to hell. We are gonna go to war. But in the end, the Shield will rise. The Shield always rise, and that's something that I want you to remember. I want you to remember those words. Because come Sunday, January 7th, there's going to be no way out for you or your buddy Dax. It's over. You hear this guy? It's over. You see, that right there, Cash. He does it all the goddamn time. You know, Moxley, you make a lot of threats. You make threats and you give empty promises. And those empty promises, they're always ass whoopings and this and that. But Moxley, you're not like that. We know the kind of wrestlers that you guys are. Same reason why you're still holding on to that Money in the Bank briefcase. Because when it comes to the Shield, there really isn't a right opportunity. There really isn't a right chance. There's always something holding you guys back from doing something bigger than the scale that you're already on. Brian may have done what he did this past Monday and last week. And listen, Brian, I'll say it to your face. You're one hell of a professional wrestler. But the one thing you're not a tag team wrestler. And come Sunday, January 7th, you two boys are two of the best singles competitors. And when you step inside that ring, you step inside our world. And in our world, it's our rules. And FTR stands on the top of our world. So good luck, boys. We'll see you in Quebec. Ladies and gentlemen, January 7th is right around the corner, and this main event is the one we're looking forward to. Winner goes to the main event of WrestleMania. It is a number one contenders match of all number one contenders match. 6 of Raw's best superstars will go to the No Way Out chamber, but who will that be? Well, ladies and gentlemen, Punk, Rhodes, Reigns, and Lashley are already in. Will it be Joe or will it be Owens? Those are the final 2 men that are for the final men that we are going to see for tonight's show. Who is going to be it? Find out inside the main event. Hey, you busy? You know, listen, it took me a very long time to find you. Everywhere I look, you're with somebody. You're either with Cedric or Trick or MVP, and well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not in the best mood to get jumped. See, I am here to give you a promise that I gave Cody Rhodes, a promise that I plan to deliver to a certain tribal chief, a promise that I'm gonna give to you tonight, and that's simply stay out of my way. You may have your ideas to bring the Hurt Business back to the promised land. Maybe you can try that out with the Intercontinental Championship, because when it comes to that big gold, when it comes to that World Heavyweight Championship, nothing is going to stand in my way. And if you think a Hurt Lock is going to be enough to put me out, then you haven't been watching your tapes. And that's something that I'm going to need you to do before January 7th, because when you're stepping inside the ring with me, you are stepping inside the ring with the Messiah, the one man who is carrying this company on his back to make Raw and Mayhem great, to make this company something to actually look at. And that does not start with a World Heavyweight Champion Bobby Lashley. Now, you want to shine my shoes? That's perfectly fine, but I'm not taking no for an answer. You do what you gotta do. You give yourself momentum. Sure, you make a name for yourself going into it, but coming out of it, you are not going to WrestleMania. I am. It is going to be CM Punk versus whoever at WrestleMania, with CM Punk raising his hand as World Heavyweight Champion, because I am the best in the world, and the best in the world does it alone. He doesn't do it with a gang behind his back. He does it by himself, and by himself I will do as I win Elimination Chamber. Listen, you have your warning. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we are about to gear up for in-ring action, listen, FTR, The Shield, they're going to be going through their beef. Men's Elimination Chamber looks absolutely stacked. And as you see, CM Punk is making absolutely no friends backstage. And Bobby Lashley is not somebody that I would want to disrespect, at least face-to-face. Do you see how huge that man is? I mean, listen, that is not something that I would sign up for personally. But hey, CM Punk, he's the voice of the voiceless. And he is doing what he has to do. But ladies and gentlemen, Damage Control is here tonight to try to do, keyword try, to get back on top to the division, to get back on top to the women's division that they feel that they should still be at. Now, hear me out. Iyo Sky has had championship opportunities in the past. Bayley has had championship opportunities. Dakota Kai has had championship opportunities in the past. Well, not the Kai, but, you know, the other two have. And this is the exact reason why, you know, here I add where the entire Damage Control will take place in these qualifying matches in the next couple of weeks. Now, tonight we see Bayley and Iyo Sky, but within the next couple of weeks, we're going to be seeing Dakota Kai, and the reason for that being is Damage Control. They've been, you know, not on top of the division, rather say, but they have been a main part of the division. And when you think of Raw and Mayhem's 6 best, you got to also think of the women and everything that they have done over their careers here in Season 2 Universe Mode, bringing the women's division to an absolute great level. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be looking at one hell of a banger. It's the EST versus the Queen of the Ropes. Let's get into this. And oh man, Bianca, big spine buster already early on the matchup. Beautiful work there. Now bouncing off of the ropes. Great athleticism there by Bianca Belair. You know, it's great to see that the confidence hasn't strayed from Bianca Belair either. You know, with Bianca Belair, well, you know, now losing that championship match a few weeks ago at Raw Anniversary against Rhea Ripley. But look at this, Belair going over and through. Been watching those Montez Ford clips a little bit because she's definitely given the WWE Universe something that they have been meaning and longing for a very long time, and that's women's professional wrestling. Beautiful standing moonsault there by Bianca Belair. And ladies and gentlemen, like I said earlier tonight, Bianca Belair, more than anybody, has a lot to prove here tonight. She just recently lost that championship match against Rhea Ripley, and one hell of a matchup it was back on Raw Anniversary. And now, you know, now Bianca Belair has new sights to look at, and that's, you know, getting back into that ring with Rhea Ripley. But not only Rhea Ripley, but 4 other superstars along with Rhea Ripley inside a steel structure known as the Elimination Chamber. Listen, it's going to be damn good. That chamber come no way out. That's going to be one of the most hard-hitting chambers. But look at this, Damage Control playing back up, getting her right back into the ring, and look at that. Beautiful, taking her up and taking her back down. Iyo Sky not playing any games with Bianca Belair here tonight, looking to make her tap. Is this going to be it here tonight? Early tap here on by Bianca, but no. Bianca not even thinking twice about it, not trying to tap out. Still has a lot of fight left going in this matchup, and you can't blame her. And once again, a stomp to the chest. And that's something that I want to point out, ladies and gentlemen, is Bayley and Iyo Sky have one more opportunity to get into the Elimination Chamber, as they were the 2 women that were in the chamber last year. And oh, beautiful strike there, and what a performance Iyo Sky did put on inside the chamber last year. Same with Bayley. Bayley was our final 2. It was her and Shotzi left in the Elimination Chamber. And now, wait a minute, look at this. As last year, you know, the EST, she was around, but she wasn't where she needs to be at now. And last year was Iyo Sky and, you know, Bayley kind of going at each other more or less, because, you know, they weren't really, Damage Control wasn't a thing. You can argue that them going to war together really, you know, brought the team together. But look at this electric chair position. What does she have in mind? Catches her in a suplex into the cover, as I said. 1, no. Beautiful, beautiful action that we are seeing early on in the matchup here tonight. And look at this. Grabs her by her hair. I mean, that has got to be absolutely devastating there by Bianca Belair. Belair now into the corner as Iyo Sky looks to be setting her up for something big here. What could Iyo Sky have in store for Bianca Belair? Oh man, big slap to the face there. Bianca doesn't know where she at or what's going on. And wait a minute, Sky now. Spanish fly! Sky not playing. Now going to the top. This can be it. This can be her time. Moonsault but missed. Bianca had a perfectly scouted hit, so with a beautiful drop kick there. Oh my God, how did Bianca have that scouted? I have no idea, ladies and gentlemen. But what I do know is that these 2 women are fighting like their absolute hearts, their careers depend on it, ladies and gentlemen. And oh my God, beautiful takedown there. Beautiful, beautiful takedown there. I mean, listen, ladies and gentlemen, it does not stop. It does not stop here on Mayhem. The action just keeps going and going. And ladies and gentlemen, who do you have for this matchup? Who would you say would walk away with the victory? Comment your comment down below. And oh man, big stomp there, but Bianca missed out. Beautiful, beautiful miss out there. You know, Iyo Sky having her well scouted, but not having this one well scouted. Bianca taking her up and taking her down hard to the top, elbow drop. Iyo Sky is down and out. 650 missed, and Sky catches her. Oh my goodness, what a absolute setup that was, ladies and gentlemen. An absolute beautiful setup that was. And now look at this, Iyo to the top and dropping down. Oh my goodness, what does she have in store for her now? Wait a minute, bouncing her off of the ropes there, looking to duck under. Oh, absolutely beautiful. Now look at this, Iyo Sky absolutely in her element now, exactly where she needs to be in this matchup, doing exactly what she has to do. And wait a minute now, what does Iyo Sky have in mind now for Bianca Belair? Man, talk about Iyo Sky, the MVP of the matchup so far, as Iyo Sky has been doing all the damage, or at least most of the damage that's been effective. Belair is out cold, and look at this, the disrespect by Iyo Sky. I mean, Iyo Sky is one hell of a competitor to say the least, but the disrespect being shown on display here tonight, this isn't just for damage control. This isn't just about dominance for the faction here tonight. This is about proving a point, proving that if you've been in the Elimination Chamber once before, then you can do it again, no matter the circumstances. And look at Iyo Sky trying to show that right now. Goes for one kick but missed, another kick but missed there, another kick but missed there, one more but missed there. And oh man, wait a minute, Iyo Sky might have to catch her balance, might have to find herself in this matchup before Bianca Belair gets out of it, because now Belair now looking to catch Iyo Sky. That might have been Io's downfall right there. A little glitch in the system. Look at that, pulling back on the back. Pulling back on the back. Iyo Sky doesn't know where she's at or what's going on, but what she does know. And oh man, wait a minute, I might eat my words here, and I might, and I do. Man, oh man, listen, say what you want, but Bianca Belair is not sitting down, not going out without a fight here tonight. And look at this now, Bianca fighting back like we said she was going to do, like we said she was going to do since the start of this matchup. But we also said it wasn't going to be easy because of the opponent that she was going to be going against, and that was Iyo Sky. And look at this, Sky now not playing any games here tonight, looking to dominate her opponent in the worst way possible. And you see the little, you know, effort that Damage Control and the Street Profits have been playing in this matchup. I do respect the fact that this has been going both ways just between the women. And wait a minute now, Bianca Belair. Big takedown there, spikes her down, looks to kick her in the back. This might be Bianca Belair's time to rise here into the covers. This one gonna be it. 1, 2, and 3. She does it! How did she do it? Bianca Belair is going to the Elimination Chamber match at No Way Out. Wow, wow, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we talk about strides, we talk about things changing, and history is already changing as we see, because Iyo Sky, oh man, Iyo Sky is, you know, obviously not going to the Elimination Chamber. But wait a minute, look at this, we know it's going to be Bayley going one-on-one with this woman right here, the Empress of Tomorrow. Her name is Asuka, ladies and gentlemen. Asuka said no commercial breaks, no nothing. Asuka wants to live right up to the name that Damage Control tries to invoke so much on Friday nights. Asuka is giving us straight and utter mayhem here tonight, and the crowd is pumped up for her, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first time we're seeing Asuka in a couple of months here in Universal Mode. She has been taking a bit of a sabbatical since, you know, she got a tiny bit injured back in early season 2, and ever since then she's just been taking a bit of a break. But now, since, you know, we're getting back into the groove of things, things are getting a little more easier to digest after this whole crossover event. Now there's no more spots to fill, and Asuka looks to want to fill those roles. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, say what you want, but Asuka is the highlight of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a return that I've been looking forward to for a very long time, and the WWE Universe has too. Ladies and gentlemen, this one is going to be damn good, and she's going to be going one-on-one with none other than the leader of Damage Control herself in Bayley. This is going to be very interesting, but wait a minute, here we go. And wait a minute, both women go for a collar and tie lock up there. Beautiful work there, and look at that, Bayley taking her down with ease there, going for the arm breaker. Bayley already trying to work on the maneuvers that put Asuka on the shelf, and that was an arm injury. And wait a minute now, bouncing her, bringing her over the ropes there. Bayley in trouble. Bayley in trouble early on here. Listen, when you're going against a woman like Asuka, this is a woman who has been, you know, just dominant, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, not in this universe mode per se, but this is a woman all around the world, no matter where she's went, whether it's Stardom, whether it's any other organization, she has dominated. And I would love to see that here in universe mode, but we just give them a bit of a push. It's up to them to see how far they go. And wait a minute now, Bayley tries to go for a big clothesline there, but Asuka moved out of the way. Asuka now, what does she have in mind for Bayley? Takes her down. Beautiful work there by Asuka. Asuka not playing any games with Bayley here tonight. And look at this now, looking to make Bayley tap out early on in the matchup. Imagine if the leader of Damage Control taps out in this matchup here tonight. I mean, that definitely wouldn't be, you know, the best thing for Bayley, not only with her being the leader of Damage Control, but already the fact that Iyo Sky lost her matchup just a second ago. You know, Bayley is the second to last opportunity. After this, it falls on the shoulders of Dakota Kai. And wait a minute. Oh, man. Once again, another stomp. Oh, man. And look at that. Asuka staring in the face of Damage Control. She's laughing at them. And Asuka now gearing up for something big here. Running at Bayley. Giving her a face full of cheeks there. That one's going to leave a mark. And oh man, look at this. This is exactly where we like to see Asuka. Prime Asuka, just, you know, picking apart her opponents, decimating her opponents in any which way she can. That is the Asuka that we know and love. That is the Asuka that gets things done, ladies and gentlemen. And look at that. Bayley takes down Asuka. Looks to try to stop that. Stop what we were saying earlier tonight. Looks to prove that Asuka isn't the end all be all. That somebody can beat Asuka, but is Bayley that somebody? That's the big question, ladies and gentlemen. But look at that. Big takedown there by Bayley. And Bayley now looking to work on the legs there. Beautiful work there by Bayley. I mean, listen, we talked about it in the past, you know, the kind of work that Bayley has been doing in the ring. We talked about the work ethic. We talked about the rise and the fall. Her going after the Women's Championship and failing. Her doing everything that she's had to do here in Universe Mode. This can be another opportunity for Bayley to get back to that promised land, ladies and gentlemen. The Elimination Chamber, that chamber itself is one of the most demonic structures, but it's one of the only opportunities you get to fast lane your track to WrestleMania. And look at this, Bayley now bringing Asuka back into the ring. And now Asuka could be in a bit of trouble here in her return match here in Universe Mode. Now going into the covers. This one going to be it here. Bayley looking to put Asuka away early on the matchup here tonight. But no. Bayley having to think twice about that one. Bayley just grinding the gears. Just slowly getting Asuka ready for what could be inevitably her loss in her return match. I mean, of course, we don't want that to be the case, but Damage Control might just be too strong after this crossover, ladies and gentlemen. It's really put a lot of things in perspective for Bayley. And wait a minute, Swanton Bomb! 1, 2, no! Wow, Swanton Bomb. In this matchup, what the hell is Bayley doing? I mean, talk about pulling out all the stops, ladies and gentlemen. And look at this. Once again, Bayley taking down Asuka in the worst possible way, doing what she has to do. But, ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind everybody. Oh, wait a minute. I might have to hold that thought as Bayley now locking in that sleeper. That sleeper is applied, ladies and gentlemen, and it doesn't seem like it's going anywhere as Bayley has Asuka in trouble, but Asuka gets out. This might be that pocket of space, that air breathing of room. that Asuka needed, but Bayley just pulling out all the stops in this matchup here tonight. Big kick down there, but Asuka now gearing up for those high kicks and tossing Bayley across the ring. Listen, this is exactly where Asuka is in her element. Those high kicks, those rolling throughs, that is exactly how Asuka gets the job done. And tonight we might see history repeat itself like it has so many times in the past with Asuka. And oh man, wait a minute, what does Asuka have in mind now? Big kick there, now drop kicking her down to the outside of the ring. Listen, they've been doing good with keeping this one on the inside, but I think it's time to gear up and get a little gritty on the outside. And look at this one, Bayley understanding what it's like to play a little defense in this matchup as Asuka was doing nothing but playing defense, and now Asuka is on the, Asuka's on the up and up, doing what she has to do in this matchup. And oh man, beautiful, beautiful maneuver there. Not playing any games in this matchup. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, can you blame her? I mean, when you talk about a woman like Asuka, you talk about a woman like Bayley. These are two women who will do any and everything to walk away with the victory here tonight. But the big question is, who is going to have that upset? Who is going to have that little pocket of space to breathe to be able to do what they have to do in this matchup here tonight? And oh man, look at this. Asuka now tossing Bayley to the other side. Absolutely dominating. Look at this. The crossface chicken wing is locked in. It's in. Nowhere to go. Nothing to do. Bayley has to tap. Bayley has to tap. If I'm Bayley, I'm tapping. But what? Bayley is finding a way. If there's a Bayley, there is a way. Oh man, that might be the new slogan, ladies and gentlemen, because Bayley might prove that shock factors do matter. Oh my God! Will a Rose Plant do it? No! Bayley thinking to herself, what do I do next? How do I put Asuka away? But I think Bayley's gonna have to really go to that wishing well if she wants to get the job done here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This victory against Asuka is not for any easy woman. And now look at this, one more time into the cover. Is this one gonna be it? No. Fighting, keeping that fight alive. Man, oh man. Oh! Drop kicking her down there. Absolutely beautiful work we are seeing here tonight by the Empress of Tomorrow. And wait a minute, look at this now. Asuka might have something else in store here for Bayley. Beautiful maneuver there by Asuka. And wait a minute now, Asuka could have something big in store here for Bayley, but Bayley says no. Bayley reversing it. Beautiful reversal there by Bayley. Bayley now looking to make Asuka think twice about messing with the leader at Damage Control, as Bayley now, high risk, could it be high reward? High risk! Elbow drop! 2, no! What the hell? What the hell? How the hell is Asuka doing it? I don't know, but this is it! This is the nail in the coffin! Wow! What a victory! What a fight by Damage Control! Ladies and gentlemen, this is a match that I don't know about you guys, but I will be talking about for years and years on. What Bayley and Asuka did here tonight was something special. They proved that the women's division is on a completely different level than it once was here in Universe Mode. And that, ladies and gentlemen, that's something to look at. But wait a minute. I don't know what this is, but I'm hoping we can see what it is. And oh, wait a minute. LA Knight's backstage with Fish. I mean, he promised ass whoopings to the entire Undisputed Era. And it seems like he's keeping that promise. Wow. Roman, listen, we haven't really spoke much at all here in Universe Mode ever, but there's one thing that we agree with, is that both of our paths seem to be colliding pretty soon. And you know, you're going through what you're going through, I'm going through what I'm going through, but at the end of the day, my respect extends to you, Tribal Chief. I want you to know that I do acknowledge you and what you've done in this universe. I don't want that to go unheard, but going in to that chamber, I'm not going to go easy on you at all. I am not only going to give you the fight of your life, but I might end careers inside that chamber. Listen, you've never stepped inside any kind of steel structure here in Universe Mode. That's something that I have over you. Not only with war games, but with multiple steel cage matches. Listen, I am probably the most experienced guy going into this chamber, so I think you're going to need to listen to me, Rhodes. I'm looking to end careers. I'm looking to carve my path to WrestleMania. And if you think I'm willing to put down my own blood to get to that championship, who the hell do you think you are? Because I tell you right now, the only thing I see when you stare at me in this locker room, and the only reason why I haven't punched your head clean off your body, is because of your father and everything he's done for me in my career. But don't you ever come in here and try to threaten the Tribal Chief. You want to acknowledge me, you knock on the door. Get out of my face. Ladies and gentlemen, one hell of a night that we have been having right here in Boston, Texas, but I can officially say it's time for your main event. Owens v. Joe. This one's going to be absolutely hard-hitting, ladies and gentlemen, and it is a qualifying, your only men's qualifying match tonight on Mayhem for the men's No Way Out Chamber match, and it is going to be damn good, and it is already looking damn good with Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Bobby Lashley. Ladies and gentlemen, the chamber is already shaping up to be one of, if not the most all-star of all-star events here in Universe Mode history. And now, tonight, we are on the precipice of seeing something great. We are on the precipice of seeing two heavyweights collide. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, Samoa Joe has more experience than Samoa Joe, but in an overall career aspect, both of these men have been doing it for a very long time. Kevin Owens was our first ever WWE champion here in Universe Mode, so how poetic would it be for Kevin Owens to go for that ultimate prize once again and step inside that chamber to get one more opportunity to main event WrestleMania like he did last year in Universe Mode. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know, but this man right here, his name is Samoa Joe, and the crowd loves the chant Joe. Ladies and gentlemen, Samoa Joe has had an uphill, a downhill, an uphill. He has been all over the place here in Universe Mode when it comes down to where he really is at. Samoa Joe signed back in June here on Mayhem, and well, it was a good episode. It was the debut episode of Mayhem, and Joe came in with Mayhem as like a package bundle, I guess you can say. And Joe has only been on Mayhem. He hasn't set foot on Monday Night Raw. He is a Mayhem exclusive superstar, the only superstar here in Universe Mode to be an exclusive superstar to anybody. So it's very interesting to see Samoa Joe in the aspect that we see him in, going ahead for the chamber. Now, if he goes and wins the chamber, you know, going into Mania, are we getting a Mayhem build, you know, for the world title? I don't know. It's going to be interesting, but the one thing I can promise is that Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens are going to kill each other. Joe tries to go for a quick swipe down there, but Kevin Owens saying no. Owens now swiping away at Samoa Joe, throwing haymakers, throwing strikes, and anything he can throw at Samoa Joe. And now Samoa Joe with something big there and a kick there. Kevin Owens talking a little bit of trash to Samoa Joe, but Joe easily cleaning up work there. But I guess I have to say easily. You know, I can't say easily too much because, again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a guy like Kevin Owens. Owens, one hell of a wrestler, but look at this now. Samoa Joe making Kevin Owens work for it, making him fight for it here tonight. That's Samoa Joe. Joe, man, if he can win this matchup, he would just be that much closer to World Heavyweight Championship gold, that much closer to the main event picture, which we have seen Samoa Joe win a couple of times here in, you know, the Universe Mode for Mayhem. But when it comes to those pay-per-views, Samoa Joe just can't really get his name stay on there, can't really get too high up on the card. This can be an automatic fast track. Look at that! Joe taking down Owens with absolute ease here tonight, looking to pick him up now, making sure he wastes absolutely little to no time. And look at that, Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens saying no. Joe goes for a big slap there, but Kevin Owens once again saying no. Owens now trying to fight back in this matchup, but Kevin Owens needs to understand, and now slowly understanding that Samoa Joe, he's a Samoan submission machine for a reason. This man is a dangerous man when stepping into the ring with his opponents, and Samoa Joe is seeing that firsthand right here tonight. Look at this. Joe just wrenching back on the head there. My goodness, I mean, absolutely beautiful work that we are seeing here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And look at that, Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe gets taken down. Beautiful work here tonight by Kevin Owens. The former World Heavyweight Champion is trying to make sure that he gets back to that top spot. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, we've seen Kevin Owens in that spot, what, a few weeks ago, and now this is where we look to see Kevin Owens and see where he really lies. And wait a minute, Kevin Owens now getting Samoa Joe, beautiful takedown there by Joe. Joe not playing any games here tonight. Samoa Joe, all he needs to do is lock in that Samoan submission machine. Once that coquina clutch is locked in, it is going to be all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. But Joe just has to get it locked in. That's the only thing. That is the only thing right now, is Joe just has to get it locked in. But Joe now stalking his opponent, stalking Kevin Owens, staring at Owens. Owens sideswipes Kevin Owens. Sideswipes Samoa Joe. Joe having to think twice about what he wants to do here as Kevin Owens looks to be taking control. Beautiful work here by Kevin Owens, scouting Samoa Joe perfectly. An elbow drop that might have knocked his ass out into the cover. Is this one going to be it here? No, Joe kicks out. Joe kicks out. I don't know how he did it or where he found it, but he did, ladies and gentlemen. And look at this, Kevin Owens! Owens, high risk, high reward. Knocking down Samoa Joe. Joe doesn't know where he's at or what's going on, but what he does know is that there's an angry prize fighter amongst him. And oh, wait a minute, Samoa Joe now getting punched into the face there by Kevin Owens. Owens now, wait a minute. Owens now fighting a little bit of fighting, having a little bit of fight back. Look at that Uranagi. There's nobody who does a cleaner Uranagi than this man, Samoa Joe. But a kick out there by Kevin Owens. Owens having just too much left in the tank here tonight, as I don't know how he does, but he's finding a way to do so. And wait a minute now, look at this, Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, both men fighting each other any means necessary. This, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I call hearts. These men are fighting for a prize greater than no man, a prize that is a simple belt, but has so much history behind it with just 2 seasons of this universe mode. And that being the World Heavyweight Championship. But Kevin Owens taking a dastardly hit right into the... he dastardly hit right into that. Wait a minute now. This might not look too good. For Kevin Owens. Beautiful work. And wait a minute now, Samoa Joe now Irish whipping him right into the ring. Beautiful work there by Samoa Joe. See, that is exactly what you're going to want to do in a matchup like this. You're going to want to isolate and dominate. But I eat my words here as Kevin Owens found a little pocket of space to breathe. Owens now. Owens, old school, pop-up powerbomb. 1, 2, no. How? The crowd chanting fight forever, but can they do it? And oh man, wait a minute now. Big takedown there. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, look at this once again. Just lining Samoa Joe up for those takedowns, hitting him out of each corner. Once again, but with this time, Joe moved out of the way. Joe now going for a super kick, but this time Kevin Owens moved out of the way. Owens now not trying to stress Joe. Joe not trying to stress Owens. Both men going at each other, but it's Joe that takes down Owens. Beautiful work there by Samoa Joe taking down Kevin Owens. Owens doesn't know where he's at or what's going on, but what I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, is Samoa Joe is going to bring an absolute world of hurt to Kevin Owens, taking him down once again. Samoa Joe, what does he have in mind here for Kevin Owens? Now Owens doesn't know where he's at. There it is. There it is. There it is. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Once that clutch is locked in, there is nowhere to go. Your shirt can say fight Owens, fight all it wants, but once you're locked into this clutch, there's nowhere to go, nothing to do. And look at this. Look at this. Owens is trying to fight, but there's no fight left. Samoa Joe has the clutch locked in, but wait. Oh my God. Oh my God, wait. Samoa Joe found a way to get out of the coquina clutch. Only a very few men have been able to do that. And wait a minute, Samoa Joe trying to waste no time. Kevin Owens may have been able to get out of it, but Samoa Joe looking to make sure the nail's in the coffin. Muscle Buster. 1, 2, 3. Samoa Joe is going to the chamber. Wow. Kevin Owens' opportunity to main event WrestleMania has just gone down the drain. Ladies and gentlemen, the one thing we can already promise you is that this year's Mania's main event is going to be different. Man, oh man, I don't know. Cody Rhodes still has an opportunity to main event like he did last year. We don't know though, ladies and gentlemen, but what we do know is that Mayhem has closed for you, and Joe has claimed this show as Friday Night Joe. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this video and you enjoy all the content on the channel, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for more content on the channel, because more content is coming you guys' way as we are going to be getting into a Christmas edition of Raw coming up this Monday, and I'll see you guys then. Peace.